Cult loyalty is hard to break. Phil Johnson, right again. I have 2 clips that I want you guys to check out, after which I'll give my take on them. Check it out.
At least one member of the Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries has come out in support of the church's embattled religious leader, Kevin Smith, describing him as a man of God. Smith, who is widely regarded as a cult leader, is facing a murder investigation in connection with 2 alleged sacrificial killings at the church on Sunday. However, at least one female member is standing by Smith. In a voice note which has been leaked, the church member appealed to people not to judge the controversial clergyman.
Right, nothing wrong with me, alright. But not listen to everything you hear and believe, because sometimes people run with the wrong story and people say the wrong things and people accuse people wrongfully. But what I'm saying is that we have no answer for what take place. I was there part of what in the last part in the evening what happened. But all I know is I see mystery and I see God in action, what I witness. How can you sit down one place and one soldier and police, military, 100 gunshot go at you one time and not one shot touch the man of God? That is mystery. That's all we have to say. What happened is it is not spiritual. It is a demonic attack for some maroon people when car come the Saturday night. Me can't explain to you, but me talk to you. Listen to what you hear, but and everything you have to swallow and accept. But me alright still, me good. We get paper for go a court for breach a curfew act. We were taken to jail. We treated like a king and queen down there. Some of the guys them that was inside, and so His Excellency is still there. But just pray for him, so they may do Jesus and he may come out victorious. So we have to suffer with him and reign with him. Now so I go, Christ. Yes, I'm good. I'm good because I'm alive and well and God is able to carry through. But you don't tell me or you can't answer for me or you cannot stand before God for me. So allow me to make my decision. Me thank you for concern, but maybe the concern you have is not a good concern and is not a good advice. So therefore, me no want you sorry for me. And me no want you tell me what you believe in or who you believe in or who you trust, because every man have to stand before God and give account for their own sin and their own judgment. So you can't be a judge, neither for me, for bishop, nor nobody. So therefore, work your own salvation out with fear and trembling and leave God people alone and mind your own business. That's all me have to say, because the Bible teach you and say, touch not the Lord anointed, doing profit no harm. And if you don't know and understand, you leave it alone, because you in this world, but you still don't understand the world you live in. So therefore, you need to go down and ask God to open your eyes and we soon see what take place. Friend, but you can't tell me what to do with my life and how to live my life. And I said, so Jesus, when you had 12 disciples, then betray him and then turn them back on him. You can't tell me if you turn my back on my bishop, because him same one when deliver you from your bleeding, where you when come out there with the bleed like a cow and you they go to church too much here and he never deliver. And him deliver you, so you can't say that. So you can't tell me what to do with my life and whom if you believe in, because you don't know what take place. Sorry for this disappoint you, but I'm so sorry. Goodbye.
Ah boy, JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.
Within Seventh-day Adventism that took place, especially in the 1970s and 1980s, stemmed from the fact that virtually all the research into her history discredits her in one way or another, significantly. But cult loyalty is hard to break. And the end result of all those debates has been a renewal of loyalty to Mrs. White among practically everyone who has stayed in the Seventh-day Adventist movement. Seventh-day Adventist apologists have found various ways to defend or explain away or reinterpret or make excuses for the many discrepancies in Mrs. White's work. But the controversies have nevertheless left that movement shaken. If you want to study the various controversies of recent years, let me recommend an article titled The Shaking of Adventism by Jeffrey Paxton, P-A-X-T-O-N, The Shaking of Adventism. And another good place to start is the Wikipedia entry on Desmond Ford, D-E-S-M-O-N-D, Ford. Desmond Ford was a Seventh-day Adventist pastor in Australia who began in the 1970s to question some of the cult's core teachings. He became very close. He moved very close to evangelical orthodoxy, but he never really let go of some of Adventism's anomalies. He was excommunicated by the Adventists, and he's still alive today, runs an independent ministry. And he's much closer to the truth than when he began, but he still rejects what Scripture teaches about hell. He still teaches the doctrine of soul sleep. He still holds to Seventh-day Sabbatarianism. And most significantly, although he acknowledges the huge errors in the writings of Ellen White, he declines to call her a false prophet. He says he regards her writings as pastoral but not canonical. That just shows you how hard it is to let go for a cult follower like this. And therein lies the difficulty of critiquing Seventh-day Adventism. Beliefs within that movement seem to be very pliable, even when they acknowledge, as all reasonable people are forced to do, they acknowledge that the roots of the movement were seriously tainted with erroneous claims, false prophecies, unfulfilled predictions. Nevertheless, they are loath to reject the tradition, and they're unwilling to leave the group. And that kind of blind, unshakable loyalty is one of the things that makes a cult like this so dangerous. A fear of leaving the movement behind. That is itself one of the main characteristics of all cults. But the distinctive doctrines of Seventh-day Adventism are where the movement's most sinister effects are seen. As you might detect from my brief historical overview, the dogmas of the movement are pretty much subject to individual interpretation. And prophecies, if they don't come true, are always subject to reinterpretation. Although Ellen White is revered as a prophetess, and she's without controversy the chief architect of the denomination's dogmas, no one really believes everything she said. She made countless ridiculous pronouncements about health and clothing and diet and quack medicine. She said, for example, that,
yes, guys, who would have thought that with everything that was basically revealed, right, with that cult pastor, that their members would still actually believe in them, they would still be in doubts about the things that is actually revealed about them, revealed about him rather. Who would have thought that they would be defending him so vehemently after all that actually took place, right? But as Phil Johnson said, that's the phenomena or the aftermath of cults. You'd find the same thing with Seventh-day Adventists when it comes to Ellen G. White. You'll find the same thing with the Mormons when it comes to Joseph Smith. You'll find the same thing with Jehovah's Witness when it comes to Charles Taze Russell. And the list goes on, and this is the aftermath of cults. When they have gotten brainwashed to such a degree, they have been bewitched so greatly, even in the face of evidences, they'll find it very, very, very hard to accept that that prophet, leader, or church that they're in is actually a cult and not one that is set up or one that has the approval of God. This is the aftermath of cults. I will say no more. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Bye bye now.